All right, guys. So in 1 hour and 39 minutes, the next seasonal league starts for Live Arena, and we have some major changes regarding the point system. And you're gonna see it once I scrolled all the way down. I don't know why it's all the way down. It should be like another button that you can just go to, but it's okay. It's okay. There we go. So this is what it looks like right now. Let me actually remove myself so you can see it. So before reaching 1,500 season points, I think they changed it from 1,320 to 1,500, which is pretty cool. And if a player has more points than the opponent, you will get always -2 points per loss. If you win, you will get +9 to +1, depending on how far away your opponent is. If he's like 500 plus points below you, you will only get 1 point per win, which is fair. If a player has less points than the opponent, you will always get 9 points per win, but you will get less points deducted if the point difference is 50 plus. Otherwise, you always get -2 per loss. So in general, very easy to climb to 1,500 season points. I love this, okay? Now, after reaching 1,500 season points, and this is where it gets very sweaty, right? That's where you face all the whales and krakens. There are some slight changes here, actually huge changes. If a player has more points than the opponent, so let's say rank 1 is facing you, and rank 1 is losing against you, he will now always lose 9, which is amazing because before it was kind of like 9 to 1, right? -1. Most of the time, if a high-ranked player faced somebody that was way lower than him, he would get like -1 on a loss, which is kind of weird, all right? So now they will always lose 9 if like on a loss, okay, if they're way above you, but then they also get less per win, right? But I think that's the same. Only the point difference changed. I think it was like up to 1,000. I have to look it up again. I don't know it from the top of my head, but I think it was similar, but the +1 was at like 1,000 plus points. All right, if the point difference was 1,000 plus, then you got +1 point. But yeah, this is huge. The -9 per loss, this is amazing. This is going to make it way better and way more punishing for high-ranked players if they lose to lower-ranked players, which should be the case because before, some of these guys could just spam battles, and if they lose, they will always get -1 point. So it doesn't really matter, right? Like it didn't have a big impact. But now if they lose, this is a lot of points, right? And you can lose always on RNG or whatever. So yeah, I really love these changes. Also, another cool thing is if a player has less points than the opponent, you will now always get 9 points per win, and you will get less points deducted per loss, right? So if somebody is 500 points above you, like again, if you face the rank 1 and you lose, you will only get 1 point deducted. If you win, you get 9 points. But if rank 1 loses against you, he will get -9. And if he wins, +1. I think that's fair. I think that's a much better system now. We're going to see how it works out after the season, like once the season goes, and we can actually see the effect of it. But this is definitely much better than before. It's definitely way more punishing for high-ranked players if they lose against lower-ranked players, which should always be the case. That's the case in every game. That's a proper elo system, and I think it's the right way to do it, okay? I think it's the right way to do it, and I love to see improvements here on the system, and I would love to see more, but yeah, we're going to have to wait and see how this plays out on the next Live Arena season, which is going to start soon, and then we can probably figure out if this is good, like if these changes are actually good or if we still need to make some adjustments. But I think in general, it's a step in the right direction. I really love that it, put more effort into Live Arena. We got the off-season win streak event, and they're also looking into it to maybe extend it, maybe make it longer, maybe make it more often, maybe 2 or 3 times during off-season. Who knows what they're going to come up with, but I would love to see it, maybe a little bit extended or more often. That would be lovely. My next question that pops up though is if they actually are working on a matchmaking system and bots, because I think bots are a huge problem in Live Arena, because it's Live Arena, right? We have bots everywhere else, kind of. Okay, so Live Arena is kind of like the one PvP mode where I don't want to face bots. I'm playing Live Arena because I want to play against other players, and that's the experience that I'm looking for, and I don't want to face bots. And for some reason, last season was really weird, where some of these guys that were like way above everyone else would face bots all the time, and it happened to me as well with like 1,500 600 points. I didn't even lose 3 fights in a row, and I still got a bot. So that's something that I don't really like to see in Live Arena. Obviously, with the time restriction, with the schedule, we have like 4 hours, 4 times 4 hours every day of Live Arena where it's open. Obviously, you also don't want to wait too long for a battle. So if there are not many active players at the moment when you are playing, then maybe the bot was kind of like the go-to solution for this, but I don't think it's a good one for Live Arena. And I wonder if there will be an issue if they ever make Live Arena a 24-hour thing, where people then can't find any matches, right? Because there are just not enough players playing. So that's kind of like one thing that I'm wondering. And I hope it is not the case. I really enjoy Live Arena. Sometimes it gets a little bit frustrating, obviously, when you face like all those crazy champions, but that's okay. That's like part of the game, right? I like to face stronger opponents. Actually, that's how you grow. That's how you get better. And yeah, so in general, I think bots, like I said, are a problem to Live Arena because that's like the one area of the game where I don't want to see it. That's my personal opinion. Maybe you have another one. Let me know in the comments below. But that's kind of like where I'm at with this. So yeah, I really hope they keep improving it, keep adding stuff to Live Arena. I think it's one of the best game modes in the entire game. Even though I know a lot of people might disagree. Maybe PvP is not for you. That's fine. But, it's probably one of the most exciting things for me as an endgame player. I pretty much conquered everything else, so Live Arena is kind of like the only thing that is still very exciting for me, right? So matchmaking system, we need improvements on that. Hopefully they did something. No bots, that would be lovely. If there is another solution, anything else but bots would be amazing. And yeah, we will see. We will see what comes in the future. Let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about these point changes? I think they're pretty good. I think it's a step in the right direction. Maybe some of the higher ranked players might disagree because now they get -9 if they lose to some RNG that they don't have control over. But that's how it is. That's the game. At the end of the day, there's a lot of RNG involved. And I think it's okay if you lose more points when you're higher ranked, because at the end of the day, we want a fair or like a proper LO system. And you should get more punished if you lose against a weaker account. That's how it goes. That's how it is everywhere else, and that's how it should be in Raid as well. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe as always. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube's gonna think that you like this one as well. Take care, and see you in the next one.